Welcome to another episode of Duck's Electronic Repair Bench.
Hi, evening YouTube. Here with you this evening to bring you an update on the Juliette radio. I have been actively seeking to find the problem. I didn't film it all, or didn't record it all. I don't know. Let me show you what I did here. Hang on a second. Alright, here I'm back with you one more time. Let me unplug this so I can show you what I'm talking about. These two filter caps were not in very good. They were very loose and not soldered in properly. On this one I had two little extension wires because the holes were too small. So what I did was took the time and made the holes the proper size to get that so where they would fit into the circuit board just like they're supposed to. See if I can turn it around a little bit here. Alright, now here you can see this is the ground for one of them right here. It comes all the way through the circuit board. It's well soldered in. That's the other lead there that comes through the circuit board. This blue wire goes to it, and there's a trace that goes to it also. That makes its way around here, and the other one is soldered in right here and right here. So what we've got here, I had to put a little extension here because these circuit boards are just not made for changing capacitors and things. They're just not very good, and as old as it is too, you know. So I think I have continuity here. I'm going to double check, but anyway, I do have that soldered in now, and it's soldered in properly. Like I said, I had a little extension wire there because the trace had broke, but it is all the way through there, and I'm not really sure. I don't think I don't go with that one, but it might go with this one. Like I said, I need to do a resistance between here and there to find out if those both go to the same spot. I think they do. Anyway, I'm going to play it for you. You be the judge on whether it's fixed or not. It still hums, but not near as much, I don't believe. Oh, here, I think I got everything set up so I can turn it on again. Okay, as it is right now, it's turned down all the way, so you should hear a hum, but I don't know how much a hum you're going to hear. I'm going to turn this over because it seems to work better this way as far as picking up the hum. So let me make sure everything's out of the way before I go turn it back on again. Now let me put this down a little bit here so you can hear it. Now you can barely, I don't know if you can or not, but I can barely hear the hum. Maybe put it between the station, maybe that'll help. There we go. Now if it's humming, it's not humming much. Nothing like it was. Now again, it's out of the cabinet, so that has a lot to do with it too. So it's chances are it may not be fixed. I don't know. I want to make sure it is fixed before I go to all the trouble of trying to put it back in there. I've already taken it out once, and this. Let me show you this over here. This is broke already, so I'm going to have to resolder that. And while I've got the cabinet out, I'm going to try to put the piece that's broke off for the standoff. If I can find it, I probably. So that's the plan. Now here it is. There's the piece of the standoff that's broke off. And like I said, I measured it, and it comes out exactly like the other one on the other side, so that's the right piece for it. Sure of that. But let's try to find something that's talk.
Army, Navy and Air Force have all been deployed to help reach the towns cut off by the conditions.
At least 12 people have been killed and 3 others.
Alright, so there you got the
U.S. state of Texas, in which a small church.
Got the radio playing, and again, there is a hum. I mean, I can hear it. I'm sitting probably maybe 10 inches away, and I can hear it just barely. If I move my ear closer to it, I of course can hear it more. But I think changing these to get a better connection had a lot to do with it, reducing the hum, if there's nothing else. So what I'm going to try to do, I think, is I may play around with some other capacitors here and check them out while I'm in here, because I really don't want to put this all back together and have it being still humming. That wouldn't be fun. Oh, that reminds me. Yeah, I did check these with the transistor, or the component tester, and these both measure about the same. They're about 948 microfarad, and they're supposed to be 1,000. I think that's pretty close. So I don't think it's worth the time to put new ones in, because I think those are pretty darn close. And like I said, they are Nichicon, so they are a good brand. And I don't really think that I'll have any problem with it, to tell you the truth.
The version that I'm playing on Collector's Corner is the one I believe to be the best. It's a compact disc on the pristine.
But anyway, that's the way that works. So, what do y'all think? Do you think I should put it back together? Do you think I should try to track it down a little more? I mean, oops, that was me. I don't know what I was touching, but it was definitely something. I think I could live with that. I think the GE probably hums that much. I could test it and see, but I think it does. So, what I'm going to do, I think, well, in the meantime here, while I'm trying to decide what I should do, I want to try to unplug this in the other way, just to see if that makes a difference. I don't hear any difference. The radio sounds a little clearer too, I believe. I'm not really sure, but yeah, it may be my imagination. I don't know. But like I said, I'll leave to you guys. You guys tell me what I should do here. I know probably that if I had the scope going, that would help a lot. You can see that hum pretty clear on that. I'm almost positive using the signal tracer, the signal was a little bit clearer than it is right now. But it's not very much. I don't think there's, hill of beans between the difference. So, So what I'm planning on doing here is probably, let me get off this camera because I've got it going 9 minutes already. Alright, like I was saying, what I think I'm going to do is fix the things that need fixing. I'm going to glue that antenna rod down with some epoxy. I couldn't think what it was. And clean it all off, clean the hot glue off, and that was another thing. I've never used a hot glue gun before, and I was wanting to ask you guys, does it? It seems like I put it on there and it cures up right away, and I couldn't even get the hardly get the tab into the hole, and it just seemed like it was already cured, hard again. And do you supposed to let that heat a while, or what's the deal on that? Or maybe it just got to the melting point and that was as far as it got. Maybe I don't know how they work. I've never had one before. So anyway, I think I will clean it off and use the epoxy on it. I know the epoxy is good and better glue anyway. So I want to do that, and I want to, still thinking about replacing the switch volume control. I'm not really totally sure I'm going to, but thinking about it, it just seems like it's got a flash point there where it just sort of goes bonkers right at the beginning. You can't turn it down low. It just seems like it just goes from nothing to everything. So, you know, I'm thinking about that. I'm gonna fix the little standoff on the back of this. I don't think you can see it, but it's down here. Anyway, I'm gonna fix that and get that epoxied on and get that back to where it's supposed to be. And I think these are on the capacitors. The filter capacitors on much better than they were, and it's possible, you know, there's another way I can do this. I can just set the chassis down in it, and after I get the standoff fixed and get that done, and then just put the chassis in and let it sit up, because I think that would bring out the hum as much as possible, because the size seemed like it had a lot to do with it before. So maybe I'll do that, and without screwing anything in, maybe just put one screw in or whatever to hold it together and go that route. But anyway, if you got an idea about that, let me know, because I don't know. Today is Wednesday. The girls were here. They went home. They went home about hour and a half ago, maybe. I'm not really sure. Excuse me. But they have gone for the evening, and I will pick them up tomorrow. Chances are I'll be just dropping them off at their dad's work. It is Thursday. I'm not sure about the weekend. I'm pretty sure they'll be here Friday night. My daughter pretty much said every Friday night, so on whether it'll be the whole weekend, I don't know, but we'll see. But anyway, that's about it. Saturday's payday here. I have plans to buy, I'm going to buy one of those Bluetooths that plug in. I think it was $5. Actually, probably cheaper than the other one. But anyway, I think it comes with its own little USB plug-in. That's what I'm going to buy. I'm going to buy one of the battery holders for this radio, so that I can use it AC or DC. Those are cheap, less than $5, I think. There's one more thing. Oh yeah, the LM4871, I believe. I've been wanting to build that little signal tracer that Mr. Carlson's lab, he did. And I want to build that and get that done, and eventually I'm going to build a super probe too, but it'll be down the road a little ways. But I figured I could at least do the little signal tracer, and that should give me a hum-free amplifier, I think. So hoping anyway. It runs on battery, so. And for you guys that didn't hear me, I told it on the comments. But I did put a battery in this and ran it on the battery power. Of course, it didn't hum. There's no AC going through it, so we're not where the hum come from. So I just wanted to double check, make sure that it did that, and that's what happened. So, anywho, I got that done, and like I said, I think that's about it. I think this has went on long enough. So you guys have a great evening. Thanks so much for watching. See ya.